Hello everyone, and welcome to what will possibly be the last episode of Noir, an Adrien and Agreste dating simulator. We're going ahead to Chablon. We've gotten the other two already, so let's see what surprises are waiting for us. We decide to call Chablon. As none of you have phones, yada yada, same as before. Opening your window and calling out from the top of your lungs. Did I click? I didn't even notice. You stretch your head out the window, carrying your voice as high as it will go, hoping beyond hope that Chablon can hear your literal cries for attention. Chablon! But the only response you get is the sound of the wind howling hollowly through the buildings. Dejected, and more than a little disappointed, you decide to throw in the towel after calling out several more times, and awakening the rest of the neighborhood in the process. Your throat feels like it's on fire from yelling so much as you bitterly flop into your desk chair. Oh, what did I do? Here's my computer again. Damn, I wish I had screens. Seriously. Why even bother extending an invitation to spend the day together if he was just going to flake on you anyway? Didn't make sense. Nothing he did made any sense. Yeah, big time. It's not like I'm that eager to see him. I just could have been doing something else with my day. But now I'm stuck waiting around for a cat that's not coming. This sucks. To try and justify it, you tell yourself that you don't care. That you're only bothered by him wasting your time. But in your heart of hearts, okay, you know that's not true. Like you're secretly disappointed that Chablon didn't bother showing up at your invitation. You aren't going to lie. He'd been... Oh, sorry, let me do that again. You aren't going to lie. He'd been the most alluring of your doppelgangers. And it wasn't just the striking blue eyes. He was just so much different than you, in a good way. All the others could have been carbon copies of yourself, as far as you're concerned, and that wasn't nearly as appealing romantically. Plus, he was just so mysterious. Yeah, I was just about to comment on that. Mystery attracts everyone. You have no idea where he'd even come from, although you do have some darker theories as to his origins. Regardless, whatever headspace he'd crawled out of was vastly different than the consciousness you're living in. Oh, sweetie, you have no idea. Dejectedly, you like that word, don't you? You begin to scroll through Tumblr on your phone, hoping to kill some time and get this letdown of a day over with. Yeah, that's what I also do when I have nothing else to do, just look through Tumblr. You feel your heart sink as you scroll past a particularly juicy piece of Photoshop fanfic. Gee, thanks. Way to pour the salt in the wound. Well, what you have in your dashboard is your own business. You immediately shut off your phone, chucking it towards your desk, and it broke. You need another one. Good thing you're rich. But it never makes contact. What? A white-gloved hand darts in front of you, easily catching the handheld projectile, and sets it down properly in front of your computer. Oh, hello. How did you get in my house? You whirl around, shock and hurt clogging your throat, but any accusations die on your tongue when you set Island Chablon, standing casually behind your computer chair with an unreadable expression, as he always does. I really like how pleasant his appearance is. You're a bit shocked to see that the sky has already darkened, the sun having long since dipped below the horizon. You must have lost track of time. And space. Chablon? How did you... I locked the window! I'm a ghost that can walk through walls. These claws aren't just to make me look pretty, Adrien. Oh please, stop calling him that. Although I do that too. Besides, you forget I lived here once upon a time as well. I know all the ins and outs of the Agreste manor, same as you. Spend a lot of time sneaking in and out too, seeing as our room is so high above sea level. What does that have to do with anything? Your words sound a bit bitter, but you don't care. You're still angry with Chablon for nearly standing you up. Oh, everything. What doesn't have to do with anything? Nothing. Such a silly question. But, I guess I won't hold it against you. What? Excuse me? Hey, what you got there? Without warning, Chevlon grabs you by the collar of your shirt, yanking you up and out of your chair. He leans forward suddenly, striking his eyes in rough lines up and down your body as he examines you. Why did you ask what you got there? My whole body. Jeez, this whole getup is a lot dorkier than I remember it being. Did I really wear this stuff? Yeah, good point. Your clothes are so bland. Your dad's a designer. Can't you wear something better? I scroll past. You start to protest, but Shabla suddenly releases his grip on your shirt, sending you falling backwards into your computer chair with a small oomph. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? What are you even talking about? You know, I guess it looks alright on you. Though there isn't that much that wouldn't. Thank you, I guess? You're kinda giving me mixed signals here. Ugh, none of this makes any sense. Are you even... You trail off, not able to bring yourself to finish the rest of the question. But the unsaid words, really a version of me, hang heavy in the room regardless. You really were starting to have some serious doubts. This version of Sha was just so odd. Am I even what? Shabla, that's my name. I think I told you before. Or did I? Either way, I guess you know it now, so it doesn't matter. I'm the little kitty in the white coat with a cheery grin, the one and only truly yours, Shabla. Nice. Right, so, I guess you didn't happen to hear me calling for you earlier, did you? You shoot a withering look towards the window. Oh, did you? Sorry, Adrien. I've been taking one big old catnap all day. Not even an Akuma could have woken me up, don't think. Lazy ass. Yesterday left me poop, I'll be honest. Spent all last night running around with your lady friend. What are you doing with her? Jeez, he's kinda mean. Has she always been this much of a pain in the butt? Ladybug? Mean? Blasphemy. Never mind. Let's not talk about the past. It's boring. Let bug-ons be bug-ons. That's nice. And all that. Besides, I'm here to see you. Let's get to that. So, what do you do for fun around here anyway? I guess nothing different than what you're used to, I think? I'm not quite sure how you... Hey, leave that alone! You spring up, chasing after Shabla as he turns his back on you mid-sentence, walking casually towards your shelf of CDs. Apparently no longer listening to you, he flips carelessly through album sleeves and CD cases fast enough that you wonder if he's even reading any of the titles. Sha has ADHD, canon. Hey, get out of here! Ah, here it is. Still ignoring you, Shabla pulls a CD from the shelf, holding it gingerly between two fingers. Sorry for the invasion of privacy, but hey, I figured this is all our stuff anyway, so you wouldn't mind. My stuff is your stuff. Mikasa is Tsukasa. Besides, all my old CDs got waterlogged, and I've just been dying to listen to this album. The Metal Gears are great, don't you think, kitten? Don't call me that either. I mean, yeah, that album is definitely a bop. Look at Adrien talking 2020 slang. But what's this about waterlogging? Again, Shabla ignores your question, leaping up to your second floor loft, completely bypassing the ladder. Oh god, not this again. You grumble to yourself, ascending the loft the old-fashioned and physically possible way, on a ladder. You don't know if you can stand another night of chasing Shabla around your room. God damn, this room is amazing. By the time you reach the top, soft, sweet music fills the loft. Oh, that's amazing! Yeah! Rock on! You're surprised to find Shabla sitting with his back to you, staring at the CD player as he slowly cranks out some choice tunes. Yeah, this music's amazing! You can tell it's Jagged Stone. He doesn't seem aware of your approach, jumping a bit when you appear beside him. Aww. Music is such a pretty thing, don't you think? It's so strange. With all the CDs we had, I never thought about it that much. It had always been just a background noise to fill space. You don't really learn to appreciate it until all that you hear all day is silence. It's deep. You take a seat next to Chabla on the floor. When you look over, you're shocked to find tears pricking at the corners of his steely blue crystal clear sapphire orbs. Lots of adjectives again. I guess that's true. You try to keep your tone soft. Chabla doesn't look up, sniffling mildly. You lay a hand gently on his shoulder. You're surprised when he leans into the touch. Chabla, you need to stop dodging my questions. What happened to you? He flinches under your hand, but doesn't respond. Sha, you have to answer me. You keep talking about things like they're unfamiliar. We're the same person, right? So what's different? Everything. You know, it's been a long time since anyone's cared enough to pay attention to my rambling. His voice is barely audible. You have to strain to hear him. Chabla sniffles again. You're a good person, Adrien. That is true. I'm sure you already noticed, but I'm not exactly the same Chat Noir as I used to be, as you are now. In my world, I became like this. Bieku's father. Well, a lot of things have happened. Truth is, I ended up getting akumatized while trying to protect Milady. And with no ladybug, no way to fix the moon either, I was left all by my lonesome for a long time. A long, long time. By the way, did I mention that your dad's actually Hawkmoth? You should probably research that. No one wants to stick around the saddle, why can't you know? Then suddenly I'm here, and there's people again. And there's... Chabla looks up suddenly. Something deeply profound in his eyes. You? There's you. Me? You don't think you're ready to touch whatever that thing was he just said about the moon with a 30-foot pole. So instead you move your hand up to pat his head between his ears. He sniffles. It's alright now. I'm here. You don't have to be alone anymore. I've been needing to hear those words for a long time coming now. I think I'm skipping text accidentally. I don't know what I'm doing. I am. What the hell? I think my mouse wheel is broken or something. With a final sniffle, Chabla bounces to his feet. Your arm falls away, landing back at your side. He wipes his face with the back of his sleeve, shaking his head afterwards. Not much unlike a real cat, you notice. Well, enough about my boring old sob story. Let's get you up off the floor. It's getting cold. He extends his hand to you. Oh god, not this again. Let's take his hand. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right. Chabla grabs your hand, firmly hauling you up to your feet. His fingers linger a little longer in your grasp before he finally pulls away. You're a good person. Like, really, really, you know that, Adrien? Very kind. I wish I were still like that. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, let's go do something that's not so depressing. Alright, what did you have in mind? Ah! Without warning, Chabla had already scooped you up into his arms. Sure been laying in a lot of arms lately. Leaping from the loft and making his way to the window before you have the chance to get a word in. Oh, let me go. It's a surprise. Oh, I know you'll love it though. I spent a lot of time there myself, and I'm sure you do too. I mean, of course, we left this place even before the incident. He leaps out the window. Being carried by Chabla is unlike anything you've experienced with the other versions of yourself. He holds on to you tightly, almost uncomfortably slow, and looks down at you constantly. Chabla, I can't breathe! What? Like he's worried you might dissolve into nothing in his arms, and if he doesn't check to make sure you're real every other second... if he doesn't check to make sure you're real every other second, it makes your heart hurt. Whatever had happened, acclimatization as it turns out, to this version of Sha had obviously broken him to a point that he was hardly the same person you are now. Eiffel Tower. Slowly the Eiffel Tower starts to stretch into view, lit up golden against the black night sky. Man, I wish I could go see it. I don't like traveling, but oh well. You smile. Well, no matter how much Chat might be different, some things just never change. It touches down gently on one of the higher maintenance decks, one that you know is hardly in use anymore. For all intents and purposes, the two of you should have been alone. So you're shocked to find another figure standing on the other end, back to you, leaning against the opposite railing. Who is it? Something low rumbles in the chest pressed against you, and you hear a noise between a growl and a hiss from Chat's throat. What happened to the music? Blanc. Who that? What's going on? They regard him simply, still not turning, but you immediately recognize the voice, a cold dread settling in your stomach. How could you not? Hot Moth? It's Ladybug. Okay, but why are you so scared? Her shoulders tense. Bug. Ooh, she mad. I know what you are. I might be willing to let the others do their own thing. She turns towards you suddenly, a look of determination on her face. But you're wrong if you think I'm about to let two Akumas slide in my city. Her gaze travels slowly to you, where you still sit clutched in Chat's arms. Her face flickers to panic for a brief moment, but that quickly morphs into surprise and confusion. Ugh. Adrien? What has he done to you? I haven't done anything, Bug. Adrien is here with me because he wants to be. Chat finally loosens his grip enough that you're able to shimmy to the ground. The moment you do, he's in front of you, brandishing his baton threateningly between you and Ladybug. Fight! No, Blanc, what are you doing? That's Ladybug! I realize. Adrien, whatever he told you to get you to follow him was a lie. The man's an Akuma. He can't be trusted. You stay out of it, Bug. That's between Adrien and me. What's between Adrien and me is none of your beeswax. Don't make this harder for yourself. Yeah. Just leave quietly and give the boy to me, Blanc. Ladybug swings her yo-yo in a wide, menacing arc. Swish. It's evident that this is building towards a fight, and it's all you can do to scramble to your feet, throwing yourself between them. No, Ladybug, stop! He didn't do anything to me! I came along willingly! Oh yeah, like you wouldn't be saying that if he used his Akuma powers, whatever, on you. I'm serious! Adrien, she's not going to leave us alone. She doesn't want us to be together. Let me defend you, please. You're giving them this voice. Don't get in the way. I couldn't stand it if you got hurt. You turn to Chat. His expression is pleading and extremely fragile. His shoulders are shaking. I can't lose you. I can't lose another person I love. Not like this. Chat. The admission takes you off guard, and you stumble weakly towards Blanc. This appears to be the catalyst Ladybug needs to launch forward, attempting to forcibly pull you away from Chat. She doesn't get halfway between the two of you before she's stopped short by an ear-shattering cry. Oh, damn! Ah, no! I'm wearing headphones, stop! It's deafening, and you immediately fall to your knees, hands clasped tightly over your ears. You're drowned in the high, shrieking whine, suddenly bathed in intense white light. Oh no. It seems to last forever, just constant noise and light, until your senses are so overloaded that you can't tell up from down from sideways. At some point you swear you can hear your voice calling out to you. A voice. Oh, thank you. When you finally come to, you're lying face up on the deck of the tower. The blue sky. What happened? You shoot up to sitting, as your memories come flooding back to you in waves. Ladybug! Chat. You whip your head around wildly, but you don't have to search long. Chablis settled right next to you, seated. Can't read. Oh, you're awake! I'm so glad. You find your hand trembling to his face without realizing it. His cheeks are tear-stained. What happened? I killed Ladybug. I did it again. I'm a bad kitty. Oh god, I was just kidding. Did he really? Did what? Just look around for yourself. Oh god, what did you do? Not this shit again. Oh jeez. Wait, how are we in the Eiffel Tower if the Eiffel Tower just collapsed over there? Chablis turns away in shame, tears freaking at the corners of his eyes. I can't believe I messed it up all up again. No, it's okay. It wasn't your fault. I know it wasn't. And it can't be all that bad? Whatever happened, we can get through it together. Because what you said earlier, I mean, I think... No, I know. Chablis, I love you too. This is the greatest opportunity to admit your feelings to someone. The world just ended, everything is destroyed. Just go ahead, you're the last two people on Earth. Chablis' bright, clear, blinding crystal, steely blue, aqua reflective orbs. Jesus Christ. Aronia once again, expectant. Really? He jumps forward suddenly, tightening you to the ground as he wraps you in a tight hug that you easily reciprocate. Of course, I want to spend forever with you, Chablis. That's great, because that's exactly what we have. Yeah, there's no one else around. What are we gonna do with our lives? We can be together, Adrien. Oh, I'm so happy. The last time it was awful. I had no one. I was alone. But this time it's gonna be different. This time, I'll have you. That's beautiful. You hug again, staying like that for a long while. Seated on the crumbling remains of what had once been the Eiffel Tower, under the light of a shattered moon. How are the waves not destroying everything? And indeed, you did spend the rest of your time together. There was no one else around, not even Ladybug. So it was just the two of you, free to talk and listen to music and do as you pleased. What music? Everything was destroyed. And so you stayed like that, happy to live alongside one another as you watched Paris flood. You were around each other constantly, alone together, forever. And ever. And ever. And ever. And ever. Oh, thank God. In the absence of the world, you were each other's whole universes. Oh god, that's the most beautiful sentence I've read all game. And honestly, you wouldn't have wanted it in any other way. And let me guess, another bad ending. Yeah, I thought so. Oh boy. And that's it. That's what happens when you date Chablis. Total destruction and chaos. Just like everyone would expect. So, I'll see if I can find the password to Adrien's computer. If not, then this will definitely be the last episode. Again, if anyone knows what the password is, please let me know. Okay, I'll see you maybe next time, maybe not. We'll just see about that. Bye!